Good evening, everyone. I think I might actually be a minute early, so yay me. So thank you for joining me. As mentioned, I'm going to make a tag that you can use on a wine bottle and possibly other sorts of beverage bottles. You could certainly adjust the size of the hole that you're going to see me put at the top so that it could fit on something else. All right, so as always, here is the current host code for anyone placing an online order. All right, if you want to use this host code, that is most appreciated. Hi, Dorothy. Hi, Jamie. All right, and I am Jillian Bean Crafting, as you know. Okay, so if you saw on my Facebook page today, I had posted this tag. And I promised to show you how to do it. All right. Yeah, so we're just going to get started. I have purposely done the circle with circle punches, but you could easily do this with the layering circle framelits. I was thinking it might even be nice to do then this second circle with the scallop if you wanted to. But I wanted to make, I'm demoing this at an event, and I won't have my big shot with me. I just will have punches. So I've just done this with the punch. So I'm going to show you how to do that. All right. So first thing first, I've already cut our paper. So we have a piece of Emerald Envy cardstock. I have made this 7 inches long by 2 inches wide. And the reason I've done 2 inches wide is that it fits into our banner punch. All right. I have also already scored this at 4 inches. So that's what's going to be the neck of our tag. Okay, so that it can go on your bottle and hang. So I did that previously. Our DSP, and this is from the Merry Music DSP in the new Holiday Caddy. I have cut this to be 1.5 inches by 3. Okay, so I've done those two things in advance, and that's going to layer. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, we're going to create our banner bottom. So 2 inches fits nicely into our widest. So there's that. And then our 1.5 fits into the next one. It's my habit just to turn it over. So there's that. All right, so we don't need those pieces. Put them in the recycling. All right. The next thing we need to do is not put our snail away so that we have it for the video. Here it is. So all I did now was snail this piece on. All right. And I just made it so it had a nice border around it. Okay, so there is the front of our tag to start. The next thing we are going to do is to stamp the sentiment. So I was working with Merry Little Labels and the punch. So this is the bundle, the Merry Little Labels bundle. All right. So here's our stamp set, our stamp choices, and here is the label. So you can see I've done the just for you. That way it's fairly generic. Also I needed an up and down label. And then I have also done this punch and stamp. This is in the labels to love. So these also all coordinate with the punch. Okay. So I did one of each in the Emerald Envy. So this is all pretty basic. And then we'll do our just for you over here. Okay, so there's our 2 sentiments in the Emerald Envy on the Whisper White. And then we're just going to punch those out. then this is what we love about punches and coordinating stamp sets. You are good to go in no time. And this one I just lined up and centered because you don't have that border, right, to help you. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the best light here. Center that. Okay, so there is our 2 labels. So then all I did was adhere this guy to here, just using our snail again. And it lines up really quite nicely. Comes off. And then I popped it off with dimensionals. All right. And basically what I did, because I like to use up my edges, is I put an edge there, I put an edge there, and then I put that guy there, that guy in the middle, and another one at the top. All right, so there is that. And we're gonna stick that on now, and then I'm gonna show you how to do the circle, because that is really what it comes down to, right? How do we make that circle? So like I said, I used concentric, is that the right word? Circle punches, so that you don't need to have a big shot to do this, but as I also mentioned, you could totally do it with your layering circles or some other sort of thing. So I've taken the 1.5 and the 1 3/4 punch. So the 1.5 is what we need to punch on our actual wine tag. And so you just kind of want to get as centered as you can. You don't want to get too close to the fold because you want your tag to hang nicely off the bottle. So I'm just going to show you what I mean by that. Get ourselves a wine bottle here. So you'll see when we put the tag on there that it's hanging nicely down. So when the bottle is standing, which you can sort of tell, it hangs nicely. So if we put our circle too close to the fold, then your tag is gonna like be way up here. And if you put it too close to the back, well, then you just run the risk of your paper ripping. So it's finding that happy medium of where to place it. So you're not exactly, this would be centered. I've gone up from there and then I've tried, it's hard to line it up when you're not using a big shot. This is where the layering circles would be easier because you would be able to totally tell that you were centered on your label. I can't really tell, but we're gonna hope we're close enough. Yeah, not bad. Okay, so we don't need that, that is scrap. Then what we are going to do is take our black piece of paper. That's what I've chosen to border that in. And so the first thing you're going to do is punch out another small circle. And you just don't do it right at the edge of your paper because you need to be able to put a border around it. So if we cut out our black circle, we don't need that either. Now we are going to take our larger circle and put that in the center of our punch. And this is how we're getting that nice border. So do your best to center it. Again, this is where if you chose to use the circles and your big shot, you could do it all at once. And it would be perfect. So there is our circle. And then what we're going to do is take our handy dandy piece of silicone and our circle, which I can tell is not completely even, but you know what? It's good enough for what we're doing here. And we're just gonna snail around the edges. Okay, like that. Hi, Lynn. You did almost miss me. We're almost finished. And line that up with the circle we've punched. And voila, there is your wine tag. In the one I made this today, I wanted to also showcase the black rhinestones. Let you know they are not just for Halloween projects. They slide off, just an FYI for anyone who orders these. They slide off the backing very nicely, so I continue to slide them off by accident when I am trying to use my backing. And then I just put on a couple of these for a little visual interest. I'm wondering if maybe I wouldn't like 2 down there. Let's see what you guys can vote on, 1 or 2 based on which one do you like better, the right with 2 or the left with the single. Let me know, type in your comments. All right, so that's that. That is how simple it is to make a tag that you can then hang on a wine bottle or a Bailey's bottle, or, you know, whatever kind of bottle you like to give out. A pop bottle, sparkling water, champagne. Okay, everybody seems to like 2. I like 2 as well. So let's put 2 on our other one too, hey? I always think once I do the demo, or I do my first one and then I demo with you guys, and then I always find some improvement to make. So that's the beauty of making a video after you've made your original card. Okay, so I wanted to showcase how to make that tag. And that was essentially our video for tonight, because I have done other videos with the other tags using the tag topper, etc. Now, if you're wondering, well, this is for a wine bottle, you know, are there any wine stamps? 3 rhinestone is the magic number, isn't it? That's what Ange taught us, 3. So here is, this is the half full stamp set. And you can see that these stamps are all actually about wine. So if you wanted to make a wine tag and then have it actually relate to wine, there is just Merry Christmas. There's also the best wines are the ones we drink with friends. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, but if the white runs out, I'll drink red. May your glass always be half full. A glass of wine makes life divine. So this is an excellent set to actually use specifically for wine bottles. I just wanted to focus this label, or this tag, pardon me, on using that label punch. So that is why I did not use the wine set. Okay, so hopefully that answers any questions anyone might have had. If you saw my photo and you were wondering how we actually got that done. Sorry, my rhinestone adhesive has come separated from the rhinestone, so I'm just trying to fix that. There we go. Okay, well, ladies, thank you for joining me. If you missed from the beginning, certainly go back, because then you're going to find out the dimensions that I used on this. All right, you're also going to get my host code that is now currently running for the month of September. I closed my other host code. And that's it. Which set is the Just For You from? It is from the Merry Little Labels. And so that is part of a bundle as well with the punch. So this is the Merry Little Labels bundle. And then this is Labels to Love, which also coordinates with the punch. All right. By all means, I'd love for anyone to sort of place an order for any of these items. So anyone placing an order for either of those stamp sets or the punch or the bundle, I will send you half a pack of the black rhinestones, okay? So that offer goes for the next 24 hours. So until tomorrow night at 8, anyone ordering any of these stamp sets or punches that I've used. All right. Thanks, ladies. Have a good Thursday, and we'll see you soon.